I helped my son heal from severe nonverbal autism. There's hope. I would hold his face in front of me and I would say, "Look at me." And his eyes would just dart around. It was like he couldn't physically look in my eyes. We signed up to get a diagnosis, but I self-diagnosed right away online because at that time when he looked at me in the eyes, he was just blank, like emotionless. Like I will never forget that feeling, when he looked at me, there was just like no emotion there. And so, sorry, it's like really emotional when I relive it. So at 5, I thought I'd made a lot of progress, but he was still pretty much nonverbal. He had a few words that he used without meaning. He would say tickles probably 500 times a day. That was like the only word we could really engage with him on. He was afraid of loud noises. He used to plug his ears all the time. Life was very, very difficult. I remember being terrified to go to the grocery store because it was really embarrassing. He would scream, he would hit himself. He would try to jump out of the cart and run away if he saw like a Lightning McQueen or something. Even though we had the Cars DVD, I would sometimes just buy it again if it was there at the checkout just to avoid a meltdown. So it was really hard. Then I actually was at the lowest point in my life at this point, and I didn't really want to live anymore because like my whole family thought I was crazy. Nobody believed in me. Nobody thought I could do anything to help him. I just had a lot of really hard times, and I wasn't really religious or anything, and I remember just really just wanting to die. So when I found Dr. Green, it was great because he ran all these tests and he showed me that Dominic was off the chart, like in the red zone for many different heavy metals and other toxins. Like there's your green healthy level and then yellow and then red, and he was just like off the chart. He also had a ton of nutritional deficiencies and some he had too much of. And then we also found out he had over 25 food allergies. So we did the GAPS diet, and we saw so much progress right away. And within 6 months, he was fully potty trained, speaking in meaningful sentences for the first time in his life, 3 to 4 word sentences at the time. But all his sensory issues disappeared. Like he was no longer afraid of loud noises or wearing clothes. He didn't like to wear clothes before that. He also used to be a runner. So like if we went to the playground or somewhere, he would just run, and not look back. Fast forward today, he's doing so amazing. Like all my dreams have come true. He talks all day long, meaningfully. He's fully connected 24/7. He never spaces out. He hasn't even had so much as a tantrum in years. He never self-injures. He eats healthier than anybody I know. He's like, used to be the pickiest eater ever. Now he eats raw onions, raw ginger. I mean, anything you put in front of him, he will eat it. He's just so happy, and he's super social. He loves people. He's super smart, funny, and just amazing. I love sharing my journey because I know how much people are suffering, and I love how rewarding it is helping other moms, have these results. And I started sharing my journey online. I made a video of Dominic because before it, I just felt like I knew I was going to help him. So I was like, well, I'm gonna film it so people can see how he was. So I made the video, I started sharing, and I started coaching about 8 years ago. And then other people started to get incredible results with their kids too. Probably the morning he ran into my room saying, "Mom, I can talk. I can talk." Yeah, I'll never forget that moment. My advice for other parents is to believe in their children's ability to heal, to improve, to get better, to believe in their own ability to help their children, and to never stop seeking solutions. I remember, years ago, I would ask him something and you'd have to wait a minute or two for him to process it and respond. I remember throwing him a ball and it dropping, and then him sticking his hands out to catch him after it hit the floor. Like, he used to be so delayed, and now he's so quick. He's so quick. He's so smart. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at the healing, and it's taken a long time. It's, to get to where we are from where he was, but it's the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed.